Remade games are often met with heavy criticism, hate, and an abundance of hype that any game would have trouble living up to. However, some remakes make such a lasting impression, it makes us want more of them. Hey Shackers, Greg here, and today I'm counting down the top 10 games that need to be remade. Now I'm not talking about HD remakes or remasters, I'm talking about full-blown remakes, like the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube. And I'm keeping this list to one game per franchise. Now sit back and enjoy. These are the top 10 games that need to be remade.
This is Hunk. We've acquired all the G samples. Mission completed.
A game that made you question your sanity, both in and out of the game itself. I would love to see this game reimagined for the current gen lineup. Freaking out gamers left and right, making them think their console is broken or corrupted would be hilarious. On top of the mind games that this game plays on you, it's also scary as I mean a lot scarier than Resident Evil or The Evil Within. A remade version of Eternal Darkness would confuse and throw gamers everywhere.
Damn, those alien bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my rug.
Now can we please make a proper Duke Nukem game? None of this crappy Duke Nukem Forever shit. Now granted the mechanics in Duke Nukem 3D are a bit dated, and the gameplay would pale in comparison to other first-person shooters on the market today. But the Duke could and should make a comeback in a full remake based off Duke Nukem 3D. So, that being said, anybody have any ideas how to bring him back properly? Anyone? Anyone?
Bueller? Bueller? Bueller?
A lot of you won't remember this old PC game. But before the days of Rogue Squadron and Rebel Assault, oh, Rebel Assault. I remember Rebel Assault 2 on the PlayStation. That game was awesome. You could play as a TIE fighter and you had these cool segments. Anyway, but I digress. Before all those games, you had TIE Fighter. This game was essentially a Star Wars dogfight simulator that tasked you to shoot down enemies, complete certain objectives, etc., etc. But it had a great story and deep gameplay, much more than you would think from a Star Wars flight game. It would be great to patrol the galaxy again in a whole new way. And with all the Star Wars stuff announced recently, now is the perfect time.
Got him! I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
How many times do I have to tell you, LeChuck, I just don't feel that way about you?
Elaine?
By my congealed blood, you'll learn to love me. Sail with me, and I'll make you queen of the dead.
I can't. I'm washing my hair tonight.
After the first two HD remakes of Monkey Island, I was super excited for the third installment, yet it never came. A rumor surfaced that the in-game engine used in Monkey Island 3 was a prototype, one that never caught on. And since it's so different from Monkey Island 1 and 2, the HD remake would have been a lot more work. But now LucasArts doesn't even exist anymore. What's to come of Monkey Island? With Telltale Games focusing more on interactive storytelling, the days of inventory management and point-and-click adventures seem to be phasing out. I can only hope it's not lost permanently.
Let's face it, LeChuck, you're an evil, foul-smelling, vile, codependent villain, and that's just not what I'm looking for in a romantic relationship right now.
Now, Lords of Shadow is great, but it's not Castlevania, by any means. How about this? The look and combat of Lords of Shadow with the exploration and layout of Metroid Prime for the GameCube. I mean, we've seen Castlevania done many times, some good, some bad, and some just had ideas that technology couldn't keep up with at the time. A remake of the original Castlevania series would be awesome. Let's bring Simon Belmont back.
All right, you deadbeat.
Well, not that one.
You can choke me. You can
Definitely
shake me.
not that one.
But mess my hair? No way!
Now let's not get upset. This game is great, but the character models and animations are starting to show their age. It's time for a fresh coat of paint. And I'm not talking about an HD texture upgrade. I mean a full remake. With awesome animation in Unreal Engine 4, new voice acting, oh man, I get goosebumps just thinking about what the Star Wars experience could be like on next-gen console. And with The Force Awakens right around the corner, as well as EA's Star Wars Battlefront, now would be the best time to announce something. Anything.
As mortal armies rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow comes to consume us all.
Now, at this point, it's probably safe to assume that Warcraft 4 isn't happening for a while, if ever. But with all the improvements to Blizzard's RTS and cinematic teams, now would be a great time to retell the tale of the first Orc War for a whole new generation of fantasy gamers. Using the StarCraft 2's engine, the result could be incredible, and we'll have every Blizzard fan saying,
"Shut up and take my money!"
The X series has been through a lot, and I mean a lot. You, Mega Man X7. And even though the story has gotten vastly convoluted over the years, I feel it is the right time to reboot this iconic franchise in the Mega Man universe. But Capcom, please, no 3D models. Bring back 2D sprites. You, Mega Man X7. And Mega Man X8. I hate you.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down!
I bet a lot of you are thinking, don't mess with the classic, right? Well, having recently played Umbrella Chronicles on the Wii again made me realize how badly Resident Evil 2 needs to be remade. After the positive reception the Resident Evil remake for the GameCube received, which is now an HD remaster for Xbox One and PS4, it's the perfect time to relive this zombie outbreak in Raccoon City. This would be a great way to bring back the Resident Evil series, since the franchise has been rapidly falling down and tripping over itself lately.
Thank you, little roots. Please stay strong.
After a disappointing announcement, the PlayStation experience in Las Vegas, where Sony revealed Final Fantasy VII would be available on the PS4, no, not the remake, the 1997 version.
I'm happy to announce that the Square Enix will begin the PC release of the Final Fantasy VII exclusivity to PlayStation 4 this spring.
All that did was enrage fans and made the hope of a reimagined Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 even stronger. This game is arguably the best Final Fantasy game in the series, and fans have been begging Square Enix to remake it for years. First teasing us with a PS3 technical demo, and then again on PSP's Crisis Core. It's time to listen to your fanbase. Square, stop making shitty, forgettable RPGs and get on this. I don't care how great you think your boy band Final Fantasy 15 is. Scrap it and make this now.
Press F! Press F! Oh, yes! Oh, yes, I did it! Success! I did it again!
What games you guys think should be remade? Let us know in the comments below. Have a suggestion for a top 10? Tweet me. Include hashtag top 10. For more content like this and everything else gaming related, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.